And welcome back to the number one non-shilling gaming podcast. You fucking pieces of shit. Danny DeVito thinks you're all fucking scum. And you know what? Fuck you all.
We get to watch Ghost of Yōtei. Yeah.
You screwed it.
We're super excited to watch 20 minutes of shit we probably already know. It's gonna be fan-fucking-tastic. I do have some extra news just in case if it does end early though, chat. So do not sweat on that. But we are here, and it is a glorious day, you motherfuckers. Last stream of the week, and chat, hit the like button as blue as this bitch's foot, if you could. That would be sick as shit. And I just wanted to say a big thank you for supporting us this week. I know it's been a bit different, a bit crazy, but thank you for all the support this week. It has been crazy. Over on Gronks Squad as well, we had a great premiere over there. And we're at 366 subscribers over there. So it's been a crazy, hectic week. And yeah, absolute mad fucking cunts. But Extra, how's your bitch ass doing?
My bitch ass has been doing fine. Thank you for asking, Maz. It's been a pretty quick week, and it's just rained a lot here. And, just been getting some game time in. Shocking everyone, I've actually been playing Death Stranding 2 and actually enjoying it. Surprising myself included. So been working on that.
I keep telling people that chlorine's getting to you. I'm
it
getting
is.
real bored.
Except it's a saltwater pool. So what do you say to that?
Salt not good for you when it goes up your nose.
Actually, salt is good for you. Have you ever heard of a saline rinse?
No, when it goes up your nose.
You're supposed to cleanse your nose with salt water.
Chad, is this true?
Have you ever heard of
it's good for you, man?
Yeah.
I'm not putting fucking salt water up my nose. Jono, you dipshit. Fucking dirty mo. It's getting dirtier and dirtier every fucking day. I swear to God. It actually looks like a caliper. Fucking caliper.
Like that. I like it. I like it like this. Got a little kind of zapping thing going on. I like it. But yeah, doing good. Getting sick and tired of this week.
You look more like the guy from Game of Thrones that betrayed everybody.
Fuck, which one is that? It's been so long.
Peter Baelish.
Oh, Peter Baelish. I got a better, dirtier mo than that asshole. Oh
wow.
Other than that, enjoying the week. Can't wait for it to be over. Look, I'm actually kind of looking forward to this because at least Ghost of Tsushima was freaking amazing.
Yeah.
What are they going to do with it that messes it up? I don't really think that's going to happen. It's just going to be a lot of gripes about the particulars that we've been hearing about since the beginning. Yeah. 3 things that they need to nail with this for sure is graphical fidelity. Show what big of an upgrade it is from Ghost of Tsushima. They have to show us more of the story. And they also need to show us what makes this better with the game mechanics, the combat system.
I think Sucker Punch historically has done that with their sequels. I'd say Infamous 2 was better than the original game. And then I actually thought the third Infamous was the best of the 3.
That's true. We are a few decades apart from it, though. Give that almost 2 decades.
Well, we're a decade away from the last Infamous game. So, that was...
I'm gonna catch up on chat real quick, and then we'll get into the autism. Mr. Benham is here. P-Dub is here. Drifter says start 30 minutes soon. I can't. Look, we're here now, motherfucker.
Hey, how are we gonna make Sony start? The Boss Hog doesn't even have those powers.
Mother, I still can't say your name.
Salamanca.
So, Mother, my son, he pops a poop sticker. You dipshit. Fuck off with your shits. Lost something about for a $2 dude. If she not deep throating your dick, she not trying.
Fair.
Another poop sticker. Another one. God fucking damn it. What
You
the
getting
fuck
hungry?
do you eat, cunt? Why are you shitting so much? I know.
Made sure you had a 6-pack of poops ready for you when you got here.
Mother Junior is going schizo. Oh, $5 dues from last Toxic Mail. Oi, Lethal, if you're watching this, drop your pants and let LTM moist and face fuck you. The QLD Maroons dead to the New South Wales Blues yesterday. For real, for real. We did fuck them. Another sticker. It's a poop shit sticker. And guess what? We got another shit. Why is it so shit? Fuck off with your shit. Mara gets to non-lethal's face for a $5 dues. Mozza loves shit sandwiches. He admitted it yesterday. No, I admitted I like sandwiches made by ladies, not whores. That's what I admitted.
What was it? The double. I know last Dr. Bell clipped it.
I don't know.
What you do for $15?
I don't know, the double dual whammy. Mozza salamander, some shit. I don't know. You get it from chicken. So what you're saying is, Moz, I get a stroke or a heart attack isn't fair compared to drinking bath water bra H2O. Yeah, me getting herpes is. I'd rather have a stroke than fucking get herpes from a slut's bath water. Come on. Another poop. Another. Sorry, still got a bit of a cold. $5 dues from last Saturday Mail. I just realized your fucking your image. What the fuck is that? Venom. Ladies, if Jono won't let you pull his hair, I'll definitely pull yours while you're bent over a table, like I do to Moz's mum on a daily basis. Jesus.
Keep on going on there, Toxic.
$2 dues again last week mail. Rise to fucking some mountain bullshit. Also, Muzz, your son dropped this. I know he's been shitting everywhere. God fucking damn. Gravy D is here. Skis is here. Your name is fucking long cunt. Dryer. I'm gonna call you Dryer, motherfucker. Mother fucking chicken disease thingy. I can't. Where's your diabetic friend? Cream could not make it today, but he'll be back Monday.
They had to amputate his foot, but the good news is now his shoes are all half off.
Well, yeah, they're both not here. Diabetic friend, did he take a tumble down the stairs again? I threw him down the stairs. Yeah. Lost his email for $5. Go for it.
I'm going to read this as Christopher Walken. Oh, extra. Why does Mazza hate your pool, hate your cigar, hate your meat, and think you can't bench 200 without a spotter? Also, how can Cream miss all this Yōtei action?
Okay, it's about to get started, so I'm going to quickly just smash through it, chat. Sorry if I do miss your name, yell at me. Just yell at me. Last toxic mouth for $2 dues. Moz's mom runs her mouth with a super com. Wait, Vex Electronica is here. Mr. T for a $2 dues. The Japan eat shit take mushrooms, not shit, Mozza. What?
Shit take mushrooms.
What the fuck does that mean? Oi, Moz! Is that wicked lesbians hoodie? No, this is my hoodie. Fuck.
The same one, though.
Let's see. Last of the mail for another $2 dues. Holy fuck, you cunts have gone scared. If you're not fucking a woman's ass raw, you're not trying. Jesus. Sydney Senpai is here. Fucking dog. And Taro. Carl for RNG for almost a $5 dues. You don't get to nut on Lethal's face. Sorry for that. Hello, my lovely boys and mother. Happy birthday. Fuck you. All right. I think it's about to get started, so we're going to head over here. What do you think they're going to even show today? What do you think they're even going to... Oh, wait. Did they delay it? Wait. Oh, no, there we go.
Oh, good.
I think they're gonna kind of show some of the things with the time advancing and probably some new mechanics and a mixture of new and old locations. I think this is going to be a very boring and technical showcase, to be honest with you.
Oh, fuck my life. I'm gonna be honest. The only one I've ever actually sat down and enjoyed is a game that ended up being dog shit. Fucking Spider-Man 2. That's the only showcase where I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you're gonna show Venom's skills and all that.
Yeah.
They didn't show how you got him and stuff. They just showed off his skills, his mayhem, and it was actually a good presentation. It ended up being a dog shit game.
Yeah.
But
and then you played as Venom for all but 10 minutes.
Yeah. Kat, are you excited to see this? I know a lot of people liked the first game. I just don't see the second game being great. I don't think it's going to be bad, though. I think it's going to be mid. I think it's good.
I think this is going to be a good game, and I think it's going to be better than the first. But I think the problem is this game's going to, because of the way the voice actress has been running her mouth, or did run her mouth last year, I think this game's going to release with a lot of controversy, a lot of manufactured controversy that probably won't actually be in the game. But I think that when the game gets to launch, she's going to start running her mouth again, and it's going to create this stigma around the game that's going to put a little bit of a stink on it. Now, I probably will, depending on this presentation especially, probably get it day one, but I already foresee a lot of controversy with its launch and the initial reception. And you're going to have one side claiming it's the greatest thing ever because they agree with her, and then another side that's completely put off by what she's saying, and then kind of a middle ground that's just like, hey, let's just judge the game on its merits. And I'm telling you all now, I'm going to be in that middle ground to just give an honest opinion about it.
Fair enough.
Nope.
What do you think, John? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm interested to see if it's going to be a major improvement. But one thing that I'm certainly worried about, and doesn't even have anything to do with the developers, is the Sony restrictions. This is definitely going to be a PlayStation exclusive at launch.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to bring it Are they going to bring it out for the other platforms 6 months, a year? It's kind of varied a little bit at the moment. It seems like it's getting shorter from exclusive launch to multi-platform. But I don't know. They really don't have much left, and they still want to hang on to this exclusivity, thinking that it's making them good money compared to the other way around. They're gonna, might see some serious problems off of Sony because of it. I don't know.
Yeah, they're bigger games. They're definitely going to be continuing to be PlayStation exclusives, I think, for the first year. Spider-Man 3 will be Wolverine. I mean, fuck, how have we heard anything on the Wolverine game yet? That's fucking insane.
I think the Wolverine game is probably going to get a lot of rewrites, especially facing the reception to Spider-Man 2.
On top of that, reception of the leaks.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just they were in development though. We had actual gameplay footage already shown, and
especially
last PlayStation I had was actually a 2. Didn't get a 3, didn't get a 4, didn't get a 5.
I mean, especially hearing those industry rumors that GTA 6 got several rewrites leading up to it. I mean, and that's probably the case of just it took so long to develop, but I wouldn't be shocked if a lot of elements of GTA 6 changed given the cultural, this pendulum swinging culturally with media and all. And I think that with the reception of those Wolverine leaks and just the way things are changing, you saw what Disney recently did with Elio, where they completely gutted storylines to that. And that's not a rumor. That's something that actually happened. I wouldn't be shocked if, with Wolverine, they're like, we can't afford to lose this audience. We can't afford to pander. We need to make something that is true to the character and true to what the fans want. So I think that's probably the crux of Wolverine's delay, and they're probably terrified to even acknowledge it.
Tell me if you got sound.
Got sound.
That was good.
Okay, cool. Oh, trailer, bro. Oh. Come on. Show's not been cool. Please don't be boring.
Hello, everyone. This is Jason Connell,
Oh.
Nate Fox from Sucker Punch Productions. Ghost of Tsushima.
That frame
was
drop.
Be a part
Getting
of.
rough frames here.
Today, Nate and I get to share more about our next game,
Is it?
Ghost
Yeah.
of Yōtei. We'll be sharing how we've crafted.
Yeah, it's
the
coming in
game,
a little slow, but I think it's probably a
exploration
latency
of
thing.
Atsu's tale of
Oh, yeah,
vengeance
you're probably
from
right.
Also,
Because
We'll
on my
talk
end,
about
it
Ghost
exactly
Combat
said.
Why is it
After
German?
Evolved.
Can you
And
turn
we'll
closed
introduce for the
captions
first
off?
time some new special
Oh,
moves.
fine.
Yeah, you got the German captions going on for some reason.
First, by talking about
Fine.
Japanese folk legend.
Folks, that's why Mazza can't read. He's a native German speaker.
Starts to add up once you think about it.
Wow, these guys are losers, chat.
The people of Ezo believe
Dude,
Atsu is
You turn the volume up?
an Onryo.
Yep.
A wrathful ghost bent on revenge. And they're half right. Atsu doesn't care.
Also, her
if
character
she
looks pretty
lives
cool
or
with
dies,
the
long as she
Oni
can
mask on.
punish the Yōtei
Yeah, it does.
6,
It does.
a ruthless gang who slaughtered her family. After 16 years in the South, she's returned home to put their spirits to rest.
Okay.
So
See,
it's
the
just
story is interesting.
Yeah. It's another revenge story.
It's warm memories of her family that propel her forward.
At least they're getting
When
straight
Atsu
to it.
returns to her childhood home with the push of a button, you
Ooh.
can experience those
So
cherished times.
that's different because the first game had
Yeah.
flashbacks, but you couldn't just trigger them at will. So that's actually pretty cool to be able to
By
like
giving
see
you
what
the
it
freedom
was back
to
in time.
explore Atsu's past,
Seamless
Yo,
too,
the
transition.
wound of her loss
Yeah.
becomes personal.
Well, we'll see how it is
It's
actual,
that
but
pain
yeah.
that pushes her
Well,
forward.
it's all off of an M2 drive, so they
Hunting
can
down the
they can.
Yōtei
That's something they
6
couldn't do with
is a near
the PlayStation
impossible
4
task.
with mechanical
She'll
hard drives
face 1,000 blades.
without like a
But the
noticeable load.
Onryo is
Yo.
relentless, and with each victory, the ghost story around her grows.
The ghost story, baby.
Now, and granted, that whole like shifting perspectives, that's something that was done back on the PlayStation 1 with Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. But I mean, those environments didn't have fidelity like that.
Yo.
So,
Ghost of Yōtei focuses on player freedom more than any game Sucker Punch has ever made.
Sucker punch.
But it's also a game that, at its heart, is inspired by so many of our favorite wandering samurai films.
Ooh.
So let's
That's good to
start
hear.
off by talking about exploration at the edge of Japan.
That is a good shot.
yeah, it's a neat.
Sure,
They
shit
all
looks
have
pretty.
different play styles, so we
Is that
set out
Mount
to make
Fuji?
an open world game that lets you drive your own
Ooh.
experiences. Whether that's your curiosity to wander,
Oh, that's
your
gonna be the
thirst for
probably
combat,
one of the
or
better
a
parts of this
deep
game.
desire
Is
to
looking
stay
around.
focused on the story.
Well, that was the first game too.
As you explore,
It's like Red
there's an
Dead
underlying
Redemption
clue
2.
system
You just, like,
that
look
invites you to
around.
new adventures
Oh.
and new areas of the game that could be appealing to you. If you interrogate an enemy, choosing to ask about the Oni, you could uncover a landscape
So that's
scarred
that's
by
new
fire
too.
with more bold samurai-like enemies to fight and
Okay.
abilities for
Oh,
Atsu
fuck.
to learn. Or if you ask about the Kitsune, might lead you to an area
It's
filled
like
with
different
snow,
shit here.
deception,
Mhm.
enemies that ambush you,
This is
and
good.
ninja-like tactics to study.
So that's
Atsu
an
draws
interesting
cards
way
for
of
each clue to keep
unlocking
track of
side
all
quests. Like you
available
have to
adventures.
actively
The more
engage
you
enemies
play,
to unlock
the
your
more
side
the
quests.
game
That's kind of
unfolds
neat.
for you.
That is kind of cool.
As she makes progress against the Yōtei 6, her legend as the Onryo
ninjas.
grows.
Yeah.
It's her. Bounty
Can
will
I
go
play
up,
as a guy?
drawing the
Probably
attention
not.
of deadlier
No.
foes.
Oh, mate. You gotta play as this bitch.
Are you lost?
I'm looking for some old friends. The Yōtei 6.
Show her the door.
There is a hefty price on Atsu's head. Now, Atsu can also hunt down her own bounties that bring her all around the land. This is a lucrative way to make some money to fuel her
Okay,
vengeance
like Red
quest.
Dead.
Yeah.
That's cool. Did the first game have bounties? I forget.
I don't think it did. I don't remember them.
Yeah.
Maybe special enemies are marching about.
That's gonna add a lot of like
You're
add
not
so
a planet,
much
Gucci.
more.
You're here for my bounty.
Had duels? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the duels were just part of Ghost of Tsushima. Like, when you would engage enemies, like, you could start it with a duel, and then you could unlock abilities.
Fuck you. What's that other Japanese game that they did?
Hidden in the world are
Ronin?
adventures of reflection.
Rise of the
Oh,
Ronin.
Rise of the Ronin.
Yeah,
Finding one
they had that
inspires
shit as well.
Atsu and
Yeah,
unlocks
that's a
new
massive fuck
ability
you to that
to
game,
help
dude.
her on the journey ahead.
She turned into Spider-Man, dude.
Yeah, the grapple is
They are
pretty
fun
neat.
to find on their own, but for a quicker
The
route,
skill
you
tree
can
looks
always
the
buy
same as the
Traveler's
first
Map
game, though.
from the cartographer.
Like, as far as design, probably it's different
She
skills.
literally, I don't know, dude. She
Ghost
just turned
of
into
Yōtei
fucking Spider-Man,
isn't
dude.
going to rush you through anything. You
that
can
looks
choose
good.
what motivates you most. But we think
Hey.
the best way to play is to simply pull out your spyglass, find something interesting on the horizon, and enjoy the ride.
That's right.
I'm curious, too, because like, the first game, like, you could press up, and it would give you, like, a wind to guide you, so I'm curious, do they still have that mechanic for, like,
It
the
looks
main
like
quest?
it's there on the right a bit. It looks like the wind's kind of pushing, so maybe.
Well, it looks like she selected a waypoint with the guy with the looking glass. But like in the first game, you could either go into the map and select a waypoint, or if you were doing like the main quest, it
The
would just
lands around
default to
Yōtei
that.
are fast. It's not about checking it all off. It's about engaging in the content that gets you excited. Embrace that curiosity and let the wind guide you on your hunt.
Okay.
Ezo is
Need
a
for speed.
dangerous place. Atsu always wields a
Yeah,
weapon.
it's the weird Tokyo Drift.
As for which, that's up to you. Will you choose a katana, spear, a surigama, odachi, or dual swords?
Ooh.
Well, that's
Each
Hey,
is
very
uniquely
nice.
effective against a
the first game just
particular
had
enemy
stances.
and has their
Yeah,
own
just
set
weapon
of
styles, but
upgrades to
Yeah.
not
discover
weapons
and
entirely.
master.
And you also had unlock the ability to cut off arms in the first game. So I wonder if
Okay,
that's something that's
Let's
just
see
going to
how
happen.
she uses these weapons in the field, searching for leads on Lord Saito.
That Assassin's Creed game, it did. This is
Yeah,
already
no-
taking over.
Nobody talked
Soldiers
about
needed more.
Assassin's Creed.
Free you.
No one did.
Free us.
Bots made noise for it about. That's
This
it.
has, see, this has better Assassin's Creed shit in
Atsu's
it.
no
Yeah, it
samurai
does.
or ninja. No, she's a lone wolf mercenary.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
cool.
so-
every advantage.
Well, that
every
answers
dirty
that
trick
because the first
to the
game was
fight.
about Jin's conflict with he was a samurai, but he couldn't continue to be one to accomplish his missions. But so this is not a series
Combat
about being a
has the
samurai.
feel of
She's
a
just
classic
a mercenary.
samurai movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's-
Every
Okay.
motion counts.
The more
It's
I
about
see of
moving
this game, the
forward
more I
with
like.
The combat looks smooth. I
Not
also
just
like how
great-
the menus disappear.
Yeah.
yeah, they're trying to get smooth and as seamless as possible jumping
If
from
an
weapon to
enemy
weapon.
swings hard, Atsu can lose her weapon. But if she's
Oh.
quick, she can disarm them.
Technically, I
That's new too.
Blade. Okay. Yeah.
Because you couldn't lose your weapons in the first game.
Choose the right
Ooh,
weapon for
fuck.
the job. To fight a massive enemy, her huge Odachi blade is best.
Oh, that's okay. So you can have different weapons for different enemies.
Well, the first game had that with the
Ooh.
stances. Like you would have
Wow.
different stances that were better for different enemy types.
Yep.
The way they had it sheathed
It looks
Attention
like
to
the one
detail.
inside.
That's rarely seen in games.
Okay, okay.
She actually like pulled the sheet
Oh
down.
fuck!
Yeah,
Dude,
it's-
Assassin's Creed fans are actually nodding right now, dude.
Yeah.
This is what we
Blades
wanted
are
from
great,
Assassin's
But
Creed.
ranged weapons work too.
Oh,
and Atsu's got
fucking hell,
an
dude.
arsenal.
Oh, okay.
The flintlock's new too, because in the first game it was just bow and arrows and grenades.
Well, this is what? I
2 to
forget
4
how-
centuries ahead
Yeah.
after the
Yeah.
story of Jin Sakai. And this is in
Thrown
mainland
weapons,
Japan.
kunai, bombs,
Hokkaido
or even
region.
blinding powder can give Atsu an edge. When enemies switch weapons, you'll have to adapt. Dual swords are best against spears.
Bro. No more. And then you can interrogate him. Yeah.
Tell me what you know about Saito.
Atsu doesn't always fight alone. She'll meet several
you can get-
allies on her hunt,
Animal
including
companions.
a mysterious wolf.
Oh, I was gonna say, I thought it might have been something like Red Dead, where you see him when you die and. Look at that. Oh. Under
That's
the
kinda
stars,
sick.
baby.
Atsu can set up camp.
Wolf
under the
knows how to do
stars and
Iaido techniques. Interesting.
Why can't all the
That's
fucking
just not
state of
always
plays
allowed.
20-minute things be like this, dude?
Hey,
I think
This
it was
is
because
so
we were
nice.
saying.
traveling peddler.
I had to say, I think it's going to be
What are you
technical and
selling?
boring.
a mask.
This
said
is
to be
nice.
cursed
It's
with the
boom, 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 boom,
unpredictable
boom.
nature of its previous
Yeah.
owner.
This is very well
Camping
edited.
under the stars is a
Yeah.
great way to rest up, play your shamisen,
Okay,
or cook
they
to ready
taking
for
a
a fight.
lot of inspiration from Red Dead.
It's also designed to help bring
Which is
important
not
characters
bad.
and upgrades straight to you.
They give you an
In fact, in
Wow.
place of the journal menu from Ghost of Tsushima,
Oh, that's
we've opted
cool.
for a more character-driven way of managing
Yeah, that
allies
is-
and vendors.
I
That
I
is
wish
pretty cool.
I wish Red
Over
Dead had
time,
something like that.
Atsu
All
grows
the
to have her
characters you
own
meet.
wolf pack.
Yeah. Instead of just making you
Here,
scroll
you
through
can keep
text to
track of
find
when
out
a
about
sensei
characters,
might have
to
a
have the
weapon skill.
portraits
Yeah.
of them,
When
that's
a
really
vendor has
nice.
something unique to
That
sell.
is so nice.
Because a
Managing
lot of
upgrades,
digital deluxe games
resources,
try to
when
sell you
buy
an
what
art book
can
that's
be a
like that,
burden
Yeah.
in a big open
Yep.
game.
and now it's just part of the
At
menus.
campsites, members of your wolf pack can catch up,
Fuck.
with you, offering upgrades and unique items. This helps ensure you have every opportunity.
So I wonder
to
if you do the
upgrade and prepare
campsites instead of going into
Atsu's vengeance
towns,
quest
because
ahead.
in the first
You don't
game
have
you
to
would
leave where
go
you're
to towns
exploring.
and there would be
The
vendors
game
and
comes
stuff.
to you.
You might say here.
Well, it sounds like that's how you do it in this game. You set up campsites in order to
While
do your
exploring
upgrades and
Ezo,
all,
you'll discover all sorts of new armor,
which could streamline
arms,
the
and
game.
perfect
It looks
for
like here
building
you're
up
still
Atsu
going
around
into towns.
your chosen playstyle.
Maybe it's a bit of both.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think it's
it's
probably a
right.
bit of both.
Stealth,
Yeah.
ranged, or melee focused.
Ooh.
The armor sets
Find
look
armor
and
nice.
looks
combine
good.
Yeah,
the pieces
a lot
that are just
bigger
right for you.
variety too, I guess.
And of course, customize the look of your armor.
I just
and
hope they don't
weapons
go down the
to make
Assassin's
sure
Creed
that your
Creed
version of
route
Atsu
where you actually gotta pay
looks
for it.
and
I hope
fights
it's all earnable.
just the way you
Yeah,
want.
'cause you would find dyes in the first game to change your armor or to change your outfits. Really,
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of.
what do you mean? Not that you're aware of?
Oh no.
Oh, you didn't play the first one?
No.
Oh, you should.
That's good. That is good.
The score of Ghost of Yōtei is incredibly special to us.
Hey, shout out to Boba Jet.
Our amazing composer, Toma Otoa, has created a mashup of Eastern instrumentation with Western flavors, brought to life through an exciting collaboration of many talented artists.
で、こう、ダウンビートまで
What the fuck did I just watch?
If you
Composer
like
doing
what
his
you
job,
heard,
man.
We're releasing 2 tracks featured in today's State of Play on your favorite
make some
streaming
beats.
service.
Sometimes there's no
immediately
better
after
way
the
of,
show.
letting them know how to do it.
I don't know, bro. I think that was a bit of autism.
Isn't it all?
Special
You gotta be
mode?
autistic
Ooh.
to make the greatest of stuff, man.
The digital
Right,
photography community for Ghost of Tsushima is incredible. We're happy to have photo mode back in Ghost of
I will
Yōtei
say
and
that's
look
like one
forward to
thing
seeing
Sony's
photos
first party
of your
games do
journey
really well is the
across
photo
Ezo.
modes.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck, that looks nice.
We want
Okay.
playing through Ghost of
And,
Yōtei to feel like stepping inside of your favorite classic samurai films. So, from the beginning of the game, we're happy to offer a full Japanese voice track with full lip sync that you can play with subtitles.
誰だてめえ
So if you
Oh,
don't
that's
like the
cool.
voice actress, you can completely bypass her.
And the voice, the lips will move with whatever voice
Yeah.
actor is playing. That's great.
生きてたか
God,
Weeb
rare.
mode. Yeah, they got a weeb mode.
They got the weeb mode.
残らず息の根止めたと思ったまた会えたな刀鍛冶の娘
I'm 100% putting this on, lol.
覚えておけ。圧だ。
To take the feeling of stepping into a classic samurai cinema experience one step further, we are honored to once again partner with acclaimed director Akira Kurosawa's estate for Kurosawa Mode, which emulates
Black and
his
white.
classic black and white films.
Oh, yes. I love when they do shit like this.
I will say while that is all cool, it's just like the game is so vibrant. I wouldn't want to play it that way.
Yeah, but like as
For
like
Ghost
really
of Yōtei,
old,
we wanted to celebrate two
Yeah, I
of the
know,
influential
right?
directors
Yeah.
who have had
Yeah.
an
they're
impact
gonna
on the
love
genre
that.
as
I
a whole.
fucking love it.
That's fair. Extra. Pulling back its potential.
First, we've partnered with Takeshi Miike, director of 13
Holy
Assassins.
holy
for a mode that
shit.
puts the camera
There's so much
closer during
blood.
combat for a more intimate.
No, Takashi
broad
Miike
experience,
is a
along with
really
increased
good
mud
Japanese
and
director.
blood
He's kind
splatter.
of like the David Cronenberg of Japan.
Lastly, we've
I-
partnered
and-
with the director of Samurai Champloo.
That's pretty fucking
Shinichiro
cool.
Watanabe.
Why not just do
Turn this
Ghost
mode on
2?
to listen to some
I
original
honestly think we
lo-fi
didn't need a
tracks
Ghost 2. I thought
directed
his story
by
was
Watanabe himself.
done.
We getting lo-fi beats too with this.
This is kind of whack.
I'm playing it in Miike mode though.
Oh yeah.
But I get you, Seeker of the Moon. I get you.
See, this stuff is cool. Like the fact that you have all these different options off the jump. You know,
Yeah.
like they have the Kurosawa mode, they have the Miike mode, they have the Watanabe mode, and then
There's so many ways
You know-
to make your Ghost of Yōtei playthrough your own.
see this
Well,
is
no
this
matter
is way
how
better
you
than
play,
like
Here's
talking
one
about
way to
accessibility
experience
options.
Ghost of
This is
Yōtei
like
that is sure to be special.
It's actually showing us the game.
yeah.
And it seems like they're still respecting number 1 as well.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That was what I was worried about. I thought they were gonna shit on number 1. That's probably the best looking PS5.
I still think the gray PlayStation one is the best looking one.
Ooh, they both
They're
looking
doing-
real clean.
Why don't they just do the plates? To make people buy. I guess.
Today, you've got a glimpse into Atsu's
Third party.
hunt for the Yōtei 6.
Yeah. It's also interesting
Forge your
too.
own
They
path
didn't
while
talk too much
discovering
about the
the
Yōtei
secrets
6.
of Ezo.
Yeah,
In
this
this,
is a
they-
bit weird.
Well,
That-
I think it's
Survive, you'll
all they
need
needed to do
master
is
a
show that
variety of
where your
weapons,
enemies are.
using
Right,
Who are the
they
big
set
bad
up-
guys? Why
to
you fighting?
overcome the odds.
yeah. They set up as a
and take
revenge story. She's a
revenge
mercenary,
as the
not a
outcome.
samurai, and those are the bad
Ghost
guys.
of
They're
Yōtei
leading
comes
the
out
story
on
for
October
the game.
2nd.
October
Thank
2nd.
you
Yeah.
so much for watching.
Okay, I'll be day one in this.
Add in the countdown. That was a tight 20 minutes. Roughly. Yeah.
That was one of their better, like I think that was maybe their best individual game direct, to be honest.
Honestly, I have to agree. Maybe Spider-Man was a little bit better. But dude, that was good. That was actually a good fucking premiere. I had no hope. I thought even if the game ended up being good, that premiere was going to be shit.
Mhm.
I honestly thought that premiere was going to be boring as fuck. They're going to tell us too much shit. Like, there's still stuff to discover with that. You know what I mean? Like, I can still go in and discover new melee tricks, new stuff. But they didn't tell me everything about the combat system. They told me enough to get me interested, but
Yeah.
they didn't completely ruin it. Like, fuck, what was the game that recently just had it one from Xbox? The, it's a sequel as well. Fucking, it's number 2 of it.
Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds
Oh,
2,
yeah.
where they just said
Mhm.
absolutely fucking way too much. They did too much, and
Yeah, don't
yeah,
give out the combos of the characters that's playing.
Yeah. What I liked about this is they did show that it innovates. It is, like you said, Maz, it does respect the original. It's not shitting on its story in any way. It's its own thing. It's in its
Mhm.
own region of Japan. It does change up the combat a bit. Instead of stances, you have different weapons. You can lose the weapons. That whole mechanic, I think they kind of, I wish they talked a little bit more about how you can go back and look at the past. Like, can you do that all over the world, or is it only specific areas? Like,
yeah, I'm assuming it's different areas, just certain
Yeah.
areas. But yeah, dude, this completely shat on Assassin's Creed.
mm,
Everything I saw in that is what I wanted in an Assassin's Creed game. Different weapons, different fighting styles, different
Yeah.
like the actual sneaking, how they're doing it. It looks so fucking good.
I liked when they showed where she like came down and stealthed three assassin kills together, where she like came down, you got the one and the other guy's backs were turned, and she just quickly did it. You could kind of do that in the first game, but being able to chain them together, like that's pretty cool. And that sort of stuff makes the payoff for stealth sections fun. Like you get to a group of guys and you're able to chain it all together. And then you combine that with the grappling hook mechanic. I could see this kind of playing a bit like, did either of you guys ever play Tenchu in the past?
Yeah, Z and one other one, I forget the name of it, but yeah, Tenchu Z was my favorite.
Yeah, like this looks to me more like Tenchu than anything, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on a little bit on that for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, this presentation gave everything what I said at the beginning what it needed. All three: the graphical fidelity, the combat, and the story. And it delivered on all three of them wholeheartedly. Massive dub for them. Oh my god, Sucker Punch. They're too good for PlayStation. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. The thing is, as well, they didn't just you know how 16 when they told you about the character and the story, they didn't tell you the whole fucking game. We got a little bit to get interested. I will say she's not as cool as the first guy, but you still like the story and whatnot, right? It's not so far from what we've seen, it's not just a dumb fucking bitch, right? Let's be honest. I think that was a lot of people's fears going into this game was, it's just a cooler, better female version, right? Doesn't seem like that. So far, doesn't seem like that. But we don't know just yet. It might end up being like that. I mean, fucking Spider-Man 2 tricked us into thinking it was going to be a good game. So we have to still play it. So don't get me wrong. It's just this was very surprisingly actually a good fucking presentation. That's all right now. Right now we've just gotten a good presentation from it. Will it follow Spider-Man 2? Hopefully not, because I like the first Ghost so much.
I don't think it will. I do worry I do worry the story might end up being a little bit bland. But again, like the first game story, I mean, it was really the gameplay that shined in the first one. The story was just very like by the numbers. And I think that's kind of for the best because the first game was a game. It wasn't like one of those open world games that insisted on cinematics and stories. It was like, get to the next camp, get to the next camp, get to the next part of the main. Like that, I'm pretty open about the fact that I'm not the biggest fan of open world games because it's like the traversal takes over the gameplay. But the first Ghost of Tsushima was a game I enjoyed because the traversal was fun. Getting from point A to point B was fun, and it didn't waste your time. It was all about getting you to the next, the next Mongolian camp or the next story section or the next side quest. And there was a lot of diversity in the gameplay. There were some parts that drug on here and there, but it still had really good pacing for an open world game. And I hope that's the case here. And it looks like they're offering up a lot of variety with like the whole interrogation system. It looks like there's no shortage of things to do. I just hope it's not overwhelming to the point where it's like, God, this is just too much. And I just want to,
get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So long as they stick to the principles that they focused on with the first story, they'll be just fine. The problem with a lot of these stories is that once the writers start getting into the topical bullshit that people are sick and tired of hearing about in their stories, it turns people off, gets people away. What people want to have is these universal principles or topics that anybody can relate to or have
good
something
versus
in common.
evil.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or like with Ghost of Tsushima, a vengeance quest, and how far is one individual willing to go to sacrifice in order to achieve that vengeance.
Jin sacrificing his principles, or Desmond
using poison.
Yeah. Desmond
dishonorable acts.
And Second Son, struggling with hero villains. Yeah, I like Sucker Punch because they have always kept it simple in the past, but Insomniac used to as well. So I do agree there is always that element, like how much this game was in development during like the time when investment dollars were coming in. Are we going to see any bullshit? But I think that they've really dialed a lot of that back. And I also think it's a good sign that they're like, hey, no DLC off the cuff. You're not waiting for a director's edition. You're not waiting for DLC months later. From the jump, you'll have the ability to do Japanese lip sync and voice acting. I think it's going to be a very basic story, to be honest with you. I think that they put a lot of their work and their polish into the game and in the environment, that the story probably is there and it's intentional, but it's going to be a very simple, traditional story. That's my gut feeling on it, but I could be wrong. I just hope I'm not eating my words in October.
They show all kinds of
just like the first game. I think they'll add it later.
Yeah,
I think the first bit they want people to experience it solo, and then they'll add in multiplayer stuff later. Because remember how they did, like you could either get it through the director's cut version of the first game, or you could just buy the DLC. I think they'll do DLC for it later.
And that multiplayer had no right being as good as it was.
Yeah, it was just the fucking coolest campaign. Then the MP was actually good as well. It was weird, very strange. And last of the mail for $2 dues. Me having sex with your mum in Corsa mode. Moz, for real. That's not good. But if you guys are done, I do have some extra stories that we can kind of go over just to get to that hour mark.
Sure.
All right. Okay, so looks like I was kind of right about the player base for Subnautica 2. I said, like, these people, they're not going to be happy with them firing the original guys who made the game. They're going to kind of get shitty with it because they were excited to see his direction of the game, his creations, and him being fired, and maybe getting fired for a greedy fucking reason because the company didn't want to pay, the money. It's not a good look. Subnautica 2 boycott started by community after, I can't say his name,
Crafton
layoffs. Yeah, it's man, the worst thing is this game is probably fucking brilliant. This game is like number 2 because it's exactly what we wanted. We wanted MP plus the world of Subnautica, exploring with your friends. And now it's getting fucked over because corporate cunts are dumb, man. The original Subnautica was groundbreaking. It's still well supported. Yeah. Okay. They kind of just go a bit into it. But yeah, man, that fucking... Do you blame the fucking fan base for boycotting, considering what they may have been fired for because they didn't want to pay the bonuses towards those guys? That may have been the reason.
Well, it's the publisher's fault for not saying anything, not being transparent. They're leaving the audience and the fans to figure things out for themselves.
Yeah.
What else are they going to do? They're going to look at this. Well, you just done fucked up. We're going to boycott this. Why would we want to buy this if you just royally fucked over the very beloved people that the reason why this game exists and you're having success from it in the first place? My God, it's
right.
They got all the reason to fucking boycott this, and they're doing it in the right way.
Yeah, no, they do. All right, we got some big, bad breaking news. Blabs is going crazy. Blabs is throwing 10 parties out once somehow. 10 different blocks. fireworks. It's fucking bad, dude. Don't tell Blabs, bro. Don't tell Blabs what's going on. Because Battlefront 2 storms 1, 2, 3 places up at the best-selling games chart following Resurgence.
It's crazy, isn't it?
How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this, Extra? Does it boil your blood?
It doesn't boil my blood because like I like even Lethal, who's the #1 dice hater, you know, has admitted this game actually has improved. And when we've played it, we've had fun. I find it funny. I think what is most frustrating to me is that it should have been the Aspire games that took off. It should have been the classics that came out in a state that was
in a good state.
Yeah, in a good state. And to my knowledge, they still haven't fixed those. They still haven't fixed that collection.
No, they abandoned them fucking quick, man. They just chucked them in the fucking bin and fucking dipped.
And like this game isn't perfect, but it does give me like I have like this. I'm somebody that used to love Star Wars. I used to go to Star Wars Celebration. I have a lot of Star Wars shit as most people do. But I don't know, man. It's just like I would, as much as I don't care about Star Wars, I still think that Star Wars has a place in gaming, and there's a lot that can be done in that universe. And I would like a Battlefront 3, but as much as like I wish for it, it's like, well, Battlefront 3 might come out, but how long before it's good? Because you know damn well it won't launch in a good state.
Battlefront 3 is the most cursed words in gaming, I think.
It is.
Like Battlefront 3, the original never happened, and now what was meant to be like the sequel series of it never fucking happened. Battlefront 3 might actually be the most fucking cursed words in gaming history. And even with this, it's not like they've come out and said, "We see you, we're gonna do it." They're like completely ignoring all these mad sales. They've done it for years, man. Like, because there's been smaller resurgence of Battlefront 2 coming back. Never this big though. It's never been this many people. It's never been this crazy. So it is kind of weird to see them not bring it up at least. But yeah. Star Wars Battlefront 2 Resurgence is a thing for gaming historians to study from. Around May onwards, the title saw a skyrocketing player count surface out of nowhere, taking the game to previous unseen heights as tens of thousands of users flocked back to the 2017 title. In recent sales data released by some C word,
Circana.
It was released that in May, Battlefront 2 became the 12th best-selling game, leaping up the chart from the 135th position held in April. That's massive to go from 130. Yeah.
Mr. Tex brings up a good point about how this game in the Division 2 just won't die.
They won't.
You're so right.
They fucking flopped hard. They fucking, both of them flopped hard. And it was just like, what the shit? Runner smash. Yeah, dude. Runner's nothing right now, dude.
Yeah, and yet they got oodles of cash to back this up and continue to support it for years to come. I'm a little impressed. Not going to lie.
Well, this is the thing, right? They keep making money because people keep buying it, because a lot of people bought it on because there's no crossplay. All the people that bought new PCs re-bought it on Steam, right? And so they just keep making money from it. Fucking hell. Isn't there a new update for the Division?
There was. Yeah.
But
there was a major update.
I ain't fucking touching that piece of shit, dude. Fuck that. What do you feel? How do you feel about the Star Wars Battlefront 2 coming back, Jono?
I'm perplexed, dumbstruck, just like the rest of y'all. What? How did this happen? I wish that if it were in greater hands, I'd be super happy, well on board, excited to see any sort of like rekindling of maybe development for the Curse Word. No, it's not going to happen. Not with EA unless Disney cuts off tie. There's so much more that needs to get done before Star Wars is back in a proper place. But at the very least, this Battlefront 2, the core mechanics has everybody fucking going nuts for it.
I mean, as far as why it's popular, I mean, I know Andor has a small but highly vocal fan base, and it just kind of shows the power of getting something trending. Like you may not like. I have no interest in watching Andor. I'm kind of done with Star Wars, TV and movies. But I do own the game, and it's just like, how many people do own the game? Because like the Celebration Edition, most people have been able to get the complete version for $10. I mean, hey, $10 is a small point of entry, so it's like you have the affordability of it. It can run on most people's rigs because it's an 8-year-old game at this point, right? And it still looks pretty good for what it is. Actually, I think graphically it holds up pretty nicely because Frostbite is a pretty decent and scalable engine. So if you have a nice rig, you can get it looking crisp in 4K, and so it's got a lot going for it in terms of like a play. You get it, and it also kind of shows you get that viral element, and you have a strong player base regardless of what property the game's set in. If you have those two things where there's a lot of people playing it and it's going viral, you're going to make people want to come back. And I think even us, if like we know people are playing, like we have friends that are playing, it'd be like, well, why the hell not? I'll hop in. And I think that's where you get things going. And then it's like, we're playing, and then, people we know are like, well, fuck, this game's $10. I'll pick it up. And that's how you get it to go up those charts. And not to mention all the people that are converting over to PC right now. Well, they're going to see a game that people are playing. It's $10. It's got a lot of content. It's got single player, multiplayer. I mean, who really cares about the quality of the campaign? It is there. So you're getting a complete package, and that's more than what you're getting for $70 with a lot of new releases right now.
True. I think this new story is gonna make extra nut and very jealous, I think, of other games, because it's coming to a game that he probably doesn't care about. But it's funny that this game is doing it.
Let's see it.
Sea of Thieves, the world is yours now. Sea of Thieves custom servers in alpha and coming in 2026. That's right.
Well, why would I nut over this?
Huh?
Why would I nut over this?
Because you were talking about how Battlefront did it back in the day on consoles.
Well, no, it's not going to make me nut, but I think that like it's a good precedent.
Yeah,
I want to see more of this.
All right,
so
half-mast.
Yeah, it's half-mast, exactly.
Half-mast. Sea of Thieves is getting its own custom server, so you don't have to worry about getting griefed or anything like that. That is actually kind of cool, because there are some times when you don't want to fight players. You kind of just want to, go around the islands, fight the Kraken, fight the Megalodon, do some missions and shit, not have to worry about getting fucked up. So doing those boss fights, these servers are going to be sick as fuck for that, I think, in my opinion. That's where the fun is going to be. But I'm going to be honest, a lot of the fun, for me at least, is kind of shitting on people on the PvP or getting shat on. Honestly, like either one is funny as fuck. So, but I do think it is good. I hope it does come to the consoles, private custom servers and stuff like that. And I wonder what that means for mods. I wonder if they'll go a bit heavier on mod support with these custom servers, so then you can do custom sea creatures, custom all that. So that'll be very interesting to see what comes from these custom servers, if people are allowed to put stuff on. Yeah, we haven't played Sea of Thieves in a long time. We might have to boot up. Sea of Thieves is a good game. But yeah, that was just a cheeky little story.
All the same, that's wicked fucking cool though, man. Any game that goes into custom servers or peer-to-peer servers that just allows freedom for the players, I'm all for it.
Muzza, chicken disease motherfucker. Oi, Muzz, pour some monster on your microwave, bruv. No. That would be bad. The monster, the microwave would grow legs, dude.
With all the
Fucking
threats
hell.
that people have for your microwave, I'm willing to bet it's in the safest, most secure location in your kitchen that you can imagine. Like
In the corner. For another $2 dudes, last Sussex mail. Oi, Mars, would you play with Mike's dark saber, mate? No, that's gay as fuck. I'm just gonna quickly make sure I didn't miss any super chats real quick.
probably busy
no.
playing with it himself right now. Anyways,
Oh, disgusting. Why would you imagine that? Why would you put that evil on everyone?
oh,
But
friggin', it's
chat-
already there.
That's all the stories I have for today, but we'll be back Monday. Thank you for being here once again. Thank you for the week. I know it's been a bit crazy and whatnot. Don't worry, Lethal will be coming back soon. And tomorrow we'll be doing a Gronks Squad stream. Gronks Squad stream. Monday, season 2 of Mothercraft is coming out. There's a lot coming. So fucking make sure you hit that like button. Thank you for the crazy week. And yeah. Before we go, last something mail for another $2 dues. Muzz, put yourself a PS2 in your microwave, mate. That would fucking blow up, cunt. And of course, he puts another shit sticker right at the end. You dumb fuck. And by chat, we will see you all tomorrow, hopefully on the Gronk Squad stream. Peace, you
Take care, folks.
motherfuckers.